Welcome back, alchemists. I'm your host, Destiny, and this is Alchemize Soul 33, the show where we strip away the illusion, decode the matrix, and transmute the energy of fear into the gold of awakening. Today we are talking about a number that, if you heard it on the news, would terrify you. But you're not here for the news. You're here for the truth. They say only 1% of the population will survive. What's coming next? Now, before you click away thinking this is another doomsday prepper episode about bunkers and canned beans, stop. I need you to listen closely. Because the survival I'm talking about isn't about physical flesh, it's about consciousness. What is coming isn't a meteor. It isn't a flood. It is a frequency, a wave of pure, unadulterated truth that is about to hit the collective shore of humanity. And when it does, the vast majority, the 99%, will be washed away by fear, confusion, and chaos. But the 1% will learn to breathe underwater. Today, we are going to explore who that 1% is, what they know that you don't, and how you can ensure you are counted among them when the great sifting begins. Stay with me. Let's start with a question. Have you felt it? That pressure in the air? That subtle shift in the timeline? If you are sensitive, an empath, a light worker, a starseed, you've been feeling it for years. It's the contraction before the birth. It's the silence before the scream. We are living in the end of an age, the age of the false self, the age of the mask. For decades, humanity has been building a house of cards. Fake economies, fake news, fake relationships, fake identities filtered for social media. But the universe abhors a vacuum, and it is about to fill this vacuum with a storm of revelation. When I say only 1% will survive, I am speaking of the frequency holders. These are not the strongest. They are not the richest. They are not the loudest. They are the ones who have done the inner work. Think of it like a computer upgrade. The Matrix, this 3D reality, is about to undergo a massive software update. If your system, your mind, body, and spirit is running on old, corrupt, fear-based programming, you will crash. You will blue screen. You will seek someone to blame, a government to fix it, a pill to numb it. The 1% are the ones who have been quietly defragging their hard drives. They've been deleting the malware of fear, jealousy, and victimhood. Question for the soul. Are you running the old software, or are you ready for the update? What is it? So what is the storm? What is the catalyst? It could be many things. Perhaps it's an economic collapse so total that money becomes meaningless. Perhaps it's a solar event, a coronal mass election that knocks out the electrical grid and with it the illusion of separation. Perhaps it's a societal breakdown where truth becomes so distorted that the only thing left to trust is your own inner knowing. But here is a secret the 1% understand. The external event is irrelevant. The storm outside is merely a reflection of the storm inside. If you have eternal chaos, the external world will magnify it. If you have internal peace, the external world cannot touch you. The 99% will look at the chaos and scream, "Who did this to us?" Like, who did this to us? They will look outward for a savior. They will look for someone to blame. The 1% will look at the chaos and whisper, "What is this here to teach me?" They will look inward for the answer. The alchemist key. The 1% know that survival isn't about having the most guns. It's about having the most sovereignty. It's about knowing that you are not the body. You are not the bank account. You are the awareness that witnessed it all. When you know you are infinite, a collapsed economy is just a change of scenery. So, how do we join the 1%? How do we ensure we are frequency holders and not frequency failures? I want to leave you with 3 pillars of survival for what is coming. Pillar 1, radical self-honesty. The 1% have stopped lying to themselves. They have looked at their shadows, their greed, their fear, their unhealed trauma, and they have made friends with it. If you are still pretending to be happy when you're not, still pretending to be spiritual when you're judgmental, the coming frequency will shatter that mask. Be real or be reset. Pillar 2, detachment from the outcome. The 1% are not attached to the world looking a certain way. They don't need the stock market to go up. They don't need the politicians to win. They are anchored in the present moment. When you detach from the how and trust the why, you become unshakable. You become like a mountain while the storm of life rage around you. Pillar 3, unconditional love, the warrior's edge. This sounds cliche, but hear me out. In a time of great fear, love is the highest vibration. Fear contracts, love expands. The 99% will be contracting, hiding, hoarding, and attacking. The 1% will be expanding, sharing, and connecting. You cannot fight darkness with anger. You can only dissolve it with light. The 1% survive because they refuse to lower their vibration to match the chaos. They hold the line. The statistics is terrifying if you view it from the eyes of the ego. Only 1% will survive. Oh no, I might die. But look at it from the eyes of the soul. The soul knows that the only thing that ever dies is the false. What is coming is not a punishment. It is a pruning. The tree is cutting off the dead branches so the new growth can flourish in the spring. Are you willing to be part of the new growth? You are listening to Alchemize Soul 33. My name is Destiny. The invitation is open. The frequency is rising. Don't just survive the shift. Be the reason it happens. Until next time, alchemists, stay sovereign, stay lit.